Hi, this video is going to show you how to import a piece of artwork into DraftSite, trace it with the polyline tool, and then create a DXF file of that object. So it's pretty easy. To start, we're going to go and import our artwork. So to do that, we're going to go up to Attach, click Image. We're going to then find our artwork. Mine is on the desktop. I'm going to select the file and hit Open. And then I'm going to hit OK. And then I'll scale it on the screen. So I just click 2 points and I can scale it up. Now, the first thing I want to do is change the fade, which is right here in Image Adjust. And I'm going to type in 50. That's going to make it easier to see the line. Then I'm going to select it and then right click it and go down to Display Order and then say Send to Back. That way I can be sure that my lines sit on top of the drawing. I'm going to trace this using the polyline tool. So I'm going to click Polyline. And now I'm just going to trace around the outside of my silhouette. But the first thing I want to do is make sure that my object snap is turned off. So if my snap is on, it's going to want to snap to the corners of this drawing. So I just turn that off. And now I can go in and start clicking various points around the outside of my object. When I get into these areas like this, I want a few extra points. So I'm just clicking, and then using my mouse wheel, pressing and holding my mouse wheel to pan, zooming in and out when I need to, and I'm just adding points along the outside edge of this silhouette. I'll add a few in here. And of course, if I make a mistake like that, I can hit Control Z and it will undo that point, and then I can redraw it. So when I get in close here, add a couple extra. Work my way down here, get to this tip, add a couple extra. Same thing here, couple extra on these larger lines or areas. You don't need as many points. And then when I get to this point and I want to end it, I want to make sure that it touches exactly at that point. So I go down here to my snap and I click it to turn it on, and then I can click it, and now if I hit escape and zoom in, I can see they touch exactly. So now I'm going to zoom out and check it to make sure everything looks okay. If I want, at this point, I could go back and adjust some of these points a little bit. So you can click on the blue points. If you click on these, the blue circles, you can also make some more adjustments. So you can adjust it a little bit there. So now I've got everything traced, and so what I want to do is I'm going to convert this polyline to a spline, and then I'm going to close it. So to do that, I need to type in pedit, and that brings up the Edit Polyline tool. I'm going to hit Enter. I'm going to then select my polyline, and I'm going to hit S, Enter, to convert it to a spline. And now everything should look nice and smooth. But there's a problem. I need to close it. So I hit S, Enter to convert it to a spline, and then right after that I hit C, Enter to close it. So now I've got a beautiful spline that is closed. So now I can hit Escape and I can click on that spline. And now I've got points that I can use to adjust it if I need to adjust it at all. Just kind of handy. So I can go in and make some adjustments. So now when I'm ready to move on to the next step, all I have to do is click the spline and then type in Explode. E, and then hit Enter. And now it breaks that spline up into a bunch of teeny tiny line segments. Okay, so I've got a bunch of these teeny tiny line segments. So now I need to weld them all together because I want to be able to click on one and select the whole thing. So I type in weld, I hit enter, I click one of the lines, and then I just select everything and then hit enter. And now when I click on one line, I get all of the other lines with it. So now at this point I can delete my image, and I've got my object ready to go. And if I click on any one line, it'll select the whole thing. So now all I've got to do is go to File, Save As, and then I'm going to go to wherever I save my files, and then I'm going to give it a name, Hummingbird, and then I'm going to save it as a DXF file. And it depends on which type of DFX or DXF file you need. So the DWGs are at the top. Don't select those. What you're going to do is try to find your best, DXF file. If it's a 2010 ASCII drawing, you could select that and then hit save. And then if I go to my desktop, I can look and see that it is a .dxf file. I can also right click it and go to properties and see it's a DXF file. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.